guys, welcome back. We are doing another reading wrap up. So yeah, this is going to be my February wrap up. I really enjoyed the books that I read this month, so let's just get into it. So the first book I read this month was The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. You guys actually saw this in my February reading vlog. This one was kind of harder for me to get through. It wasn't that it was bad, I just wasn't connecting to the characters, I wasn't connecting to their story. I enjoyed more of the plot than I did the romance between the two of them. I just didn't feel the connection between the two of them, which sucks. I really hope I enjoy the next two, but basically this is about Rowan and Zara, and he hires Zara to help him out with Dreamland, which is like Disneyland, but it's called Dreamland, and that is his, and he is given a task by his grandpa that had passed away. Each of his brothers and him are given a task, and his task was to do something with Dreamland. So yeah, he hires Zara, and it kind of just follows their story and their chemistry. But the only part that I really enjoyed was the plot, like I said, and like learning about Dreamland and getting all that stuff. I thought that was pretty fun, but like I said, I didn't really enjoy their chemistry between the two of them, which sucks because I know this is some people's favorite series, and I really hope I enjoy the next two, but this one just kind of fell flat for me. Again, it just stemmed from not feeling the chemistry between the two of them. The next book I read this month was Ghosted by J.M. Darhauer. This was also in that reading vlog. I thoroughly enjoyed this. As you guys saw, like, I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's in that reading vlog if you guys want to go and watch it. But I gave this a 4.5 stars, I believe. Let me double check myself. Yes, I gave this book a 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this. This is about Kennedy and Jonathan is in a superhero franchise, and Kennedy is a single mom, and Madison in here is so cute. I know some people hate kids in books, but I love them in books. She's so cute in here. It was really fun to read about them. Basically, something happens between Jonathan and Kennedy, and Kennedy ends up taking care of their daughter, and basically it's just about Jonathan trying to make amends and get into his daughter's life and get Kennedy back, and it's just really fun, and I really enjoyed it. And there's also like journal pages in here, and I thought that was really fun to read as well. And I just overall really love their story, and I love them together, which was definitely good that happened, since before this I didn't read something that I really enjoyed their chemistry, but I absolutely loved their chemistry, and I just loved them together, and I just loved the whole book in general. And yeah, so thoroughly enjoyed this, would definitely recommend. The next book I read this month was Saving Six by Chloe Walsh, which is the third book in the Boys of Talmud series. This is about Joey and Aoife. Joey is Shannon's brother, and it follows their story. I freaking love Joey and Aoife, and we got a glimpse of them in Johnny and Shannon's book, but obviously that was the now point of view, and this goes all the way back to when they first met, and I love that. So I know the second book, which is Redeeming Six, will eventually match the storyline of Binding 13, but obviously since it's this is the first book of Joey and Aoife, it's gonna start from the past, and I absolutely loved it. I love their story, I love their chemistry. I really enjoyed them as a couple, and I really enjoyed getting to know their background as a couple and getting to know all of that stuff. I love this book so much. I gave it a 5 stars. I have given the first 3 books, Binding 13, Keeping 13, and this book, all of 5 stars, and I have no doubt that I will most likely be giving Redeeming 6 and Taming 7 a 5 stars. Redeeming 6's new cover comes out in March, but I will be reading it before it comes out, and because I'm going to get it on my Kindle. And then the new release of Taming 7, which Taming 7 has not come out yet, it will be a new release in April, and it follows it follows Gypsy and Claire's story, and I'm so beyond excited for that. So I'm really glad I was able to read these all before the new release comes out, so I can read it with everybody, which is gonna happen because I'm reading Redeeming 6 in March, and then Taming 7 comes out in April. So I'm so excited for Redeeming 6. I'm excited to read Redeeming 6 in March and Taming 7 in April. I have just loved this series so much, and they're my babies and I love them. Like I said, loved Joey and Aoife's. Definitely hard to pick between Johnny and Shannon and Joey and Aoife right now. And I'm sure it's going to be that same way with Claire and Gypsy, but absolutely loved. Would 100% recommend. I would recommend this entire series. Okay guys, the last book I read this month was A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. I don't want to speak too much about this because I am doing a whole reading vlog for the entire series, and I know that it's going to be pointless for me to talk about it in each wrap up and then make a whole video on it, so I'm kind of going to keep my thoughts and stuff very slim. But I did really enjoy this. This is basically about Feyre, and she ends up killing a wolf in the woods, and a creature comes and demands retribution and takes her to the Feylands, and we end up meeting Tamlin and Lucian, and then eventually we meet another character named Rhysand. That's not a spoiler, it's not on the back of the book, but you do eventually meet those characters. And here I'm not giving you like the whole story and how and when we meet those characters, but I did really enjoy this. I end up tabbing some of the things, but like I said, really enjoyed this. I'm not going to give all my thoughts in here. I'm really not going to speak too much more on it now, but I gave this a 4.75 stars. But like I said, I'm not going to say my feelings, my thoughts, or anything, just going to say that I enjoyed it, tell you guys my rating, which I just said, but you guys can get more when I post the reading vlog, which will come at some point when I'm done with the whole series. Whenever I talk about one of these books in a monthly wrap-up, I'm going to be very vague on how I'm feeling about it, just tell you my rating and what it's about, because like I said, I am having a whole video come out about it, and I don't feel like you guys need to hear my thoughts and feelings twice, so that is why I'm being very vague. You guys will just have to stay tuned to find out how I really feel. But yeah, like I said, I did enjoy this, 4.75 stars, and yeah. Those are all 4 books that I read this month. I'm glad it was a bit more of a range, because I know in January I literally read the first 2 books of this, and then the Divine Rivals. So I'm glad I had more of a range. I'm super excited for my reads in March. I'm just super excited for everything that is coming. March is definitely, I feel like, more of a funner little video month, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys when I see you.